Alright guys, so for this one I got a palm sander from Harbor Freight, and it's by Chicago Electric, and I bought stuff from this company before and it was garbage, so I took a chance and I bought the sander and I tried it out, and this thing is amazing. I tried it out real quick, just a few seconds, and it did pretty good. There's an on and off switch right there. It's a dual action. The only downside is that there's no variable speed, but besides that, it's all good. It comes with like this little dust collector. I'm pretty sure this is for like wood, but I don't know if you could see that. But as far as like Bondo dust and primer and paint, it's not gonna catch anything in there. It came with an 80 grit sandpaper sanding disc, and I bought these hook and loop 5-inch 100 grit, and I also bought 150 grit right there. Sanding this literally, I mean, I can't really make this up, but this took me 20 seconds. And you could see where it's nice and rough right there, and it just gets pretty smooth. I did this yesterday. I hooked it up to the inverter from the battery, but now I actually have proper 110. So for today, I'm probably gonna end up doing the roof. I did a little bit right here. Primarily, I'm gonna do it on this fender right here and this door. Work my way up the A pillar, back down by the B pillar, and go down the C pillar right here. So that's what I'm gonna do today, and yeah, it's gonna come together really good. Also, I think I am, like, in the near future, I'm gonna apply some body filler right here, and since I actually have this Orbital sander, I'm just gonna fill in some of these dents and just fill in all this, fill in all this, and fill in all this, and just primer it and roll with this until I could come across a nicer one. Alright, so I got it plugged in, and now that's where like the little vacuum is at, and it pushes it out there, but that doesn't really work for the dust. But hear how smooth this thing is. Yeah, this thing's pretty dang awesome. It's gonna cut down a lot on the sanding, so let's get mounted up to the tripod and let's get going on that fender. Check this out. So I'm guessing this actually does have some type of primer or whatever, but that cleaned this up pretty good, sanded it up pretty good. So there's a low spot here, low spot here, there's some low spots here. So this fender is pretty bad, to be completely honest, which kind of sucks though, because I thought this thing was going to be a lot better. But as far as this door, I know that there's some stuff. There's one right here, you could probably see that, and there's a couple more dings, but I'm probably just gonna ignore this right here and try and get this one smoothed out and see how good the actual car is, because I'm kind of thinking that the front end is shot and the actual, you know, the body, the doors and the quarter panels and everything, it could be sanded down pretty good with, you know, minimal body filler. So hopefully it's just the fender and hood that's just pretty bad, and the rest of the car is good. We'll see. Alright guys, so gonna get the door, and let's see all the little damage that it gets, that it reveals. See right there, there's that dent that revealed, little low spot here and a low spot here, just a little ding. But so far this is going by pretty dang fast and it's super smooth. So I'm just gonna end up getting the full car. I mean, well, I wish the full car right now, but the full door, and I'm gonna end up taking this trim off the door molding. Looks like it's kind of separating. That's kind of weird. Never seen that before. But yeah, so I'm gonna take this off, and I'm not gonna take off the mirror today because I can just hand sand this for now. But when it comes time to actual painting or primering, I'm gonna take it off. But yeah, so far so good. Now it's time just to get the full door, and we'll see how it looks like. Freaking interrupted with somebody's blasted radio. Once I get everything sanded down, that's gonna tell me exactly where it needs filler, and that's where I'm gonna do the body work and just sand it down real quick, get it in a primer, Rust-Oleum primer, rattle can, and this side is gonna be basically done. So it's moving by pretty fast, fortunately. So you can see that blue reflective paint right there. Man, I wish the whole car was like that, but I already cleaned it up, just waiting for it to dry, and then I'm gonna start sanding again right here and then all the way down to here. But so far so good, one panel at a time, just to see what I'm working with. Right here, all this Bondo, you can see how the Bondo is actually built up past the actual door gas cap, and yeah, I just gotta sand down all of this. I'm just gonna end up sanding it all the way down until I reach a nice level surface. But yeah, took off this panel right here. One tab was broke, the other ones are good, but I'm gonna end up repairing it with some 2-part epoxy. And I got the sander right there, got the inverter right there, so now I could just sand this up real quick, where I don't have power, but I have that inverter, so it's still doing very, very good. By Syntex, 750 watt, not bad. It's really, really putting in work. So right now I'm just gonna continue on the door, go up the pillar, go all the way down. Gotta take this off. Look at this. Probably gonna put like some type of silicone in there. Go all the way down right here and do this whole quarter panel. But for now, I'm gonna do this door right here. So I'm not gonna really film anything because watching someone sand and having a sanding video, it's just bad to look at. It's like watching paint dry. But yeah, so let me go off and do this, and I'll return back with the progress. So how much progress I got right here. I finished sanding this fender, identified everything that needs to be filled, and primarily it's this right here and basically this whole section. It's a big high spot in the middle and all this little tweaked metal, but fillers is gonna be doing that job. My bad if it's a little bit windy, it's gonna sound a little weird. I got all this scuffed up, nicely done. This took about 1 minute right here, took about 1 minute right here, and I just gotta get as close as possible to this bottom panel. Probably just gonna end up doing that by hand along with this side, this edge right here. Gonna get this by hand. Went all the way, and there was a huge high spot of filler here. Remember that this thing is all skimmed all the way up with filler. I looked behind the panel and there's really no major dent or nothing, but somebody just added all this filler. So I'm just gonna end up taking this layer by layer off. You can see the crack right here, and yeah, there's original paint here, metal here. So basically it's just like this, and something happened within here. You could see where somebody took metal out. I don't know what that's for, but fortunately it's not like majorly punched in, because if this thing had like a really bad accident, then all this would be tweaked. But as you can see, there's blue right there, so whatever it damages here, it's gonna remain. And little filler here, but all this is blue. All this is just regular metal. So yeah, so I'm actually pretty happy the way it's turning out. Not too bad. And yeah, still got the little inverter going. I turned the car off just to give it a little break, but when this thing is all sanded up, it's going to be such a relief. I also have to take out the headliner because there's a nice dent here. All this is dented in, so I got to take out the headliner, try and push that out. Hopefully I can, and yeah, work on the top right here. So I'm going to continue with this right here, work my way down right there, and then work my way up the peelers. Alright guys, so I'm 100% done with that DA on this side. Yeah, so basically I have all the places where I need to go after, and the low spot here, and there's something else right here, but I don't really care for that. I'm not going for like perfection here, but the car is pretty much thrashed. I went all the way down, took off the mirror right there, all the way down here, just to get off all that bulky stuff. And then before I put this in primer, I'm gonna go over it one time with my block sander. Just block everything down, get it nice and straight, and then it's gonna go for primer. And then right there it's gonna chill for paint. No, actually, body filler, orbital sander to knock down the body filler, block sand everything, then primer, and then that's where it's gonna be chilling for paint. So if you liked the video, you want to see more, please like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one, guys. Peace out.